SIVIGNON last updated 1803, December 5, 2017. CR Kit Mailing says he will now take part in discussions on the proposed Waimea Dam. Tasman District Councillor Kit Mailing has been cleared by the Auditor General of conflict of interest claims over the proposed Waimea Dam. The pleased Richmond Ward councillor, who removed himself from the council table in recent months when the project came up on the agenda, said on Tuesday he would now be involved in those discussions and votes. "I will take part because the Auditor General says that I can," Mailing said. The Lee Valley location of the proposed Waimea Dam. A letter to Council Chief Executive Lindsay Mackenzie from Assistant Auditor General, Legal, Melanie Webb says the Office of the Auditor General concludes Mailing has not breached the Local Authorities Members' Interests Act 1968. "We are not proposing to take any further action in response to the complaints," Webb says. Read more. Mayor Richard Kempthorne cleared of conflict allegations over Waimea Dam. Mayor's casting vote ensures Waimea Dam plan lives on with higher ratepayer costs. Reached Kempthorne. Kit Mailing hit back at Waimea Dam conflict of interest claims. To long-running investigation follows complaints alleging Mailing breached the contracting and participation rules in the Act. Mailing, who was elected to the council in October 2016, is a former director and shareholder of Waimea Irrigators Limited, the proposed joint venture partner of the council in the $82.5 million dam project. Webb says after Mailing was elected, he resigned from his directorship at Waimea Irrigators Limited. He told us that he believed that by resigning his directorship that he had disposed of his share because he understood that the share ran with the directorship, she says. He had never received a share certificate and was unaware that he still held it until the matter was drawn to his attention at a council meeting in March 2017, after which he promptly disposed of it. Mailing on Tuesday said he was annoyed and embarrassed an admin error meant the share was not disposed of at the time he resigned as director. The complaint to the Auditor General alleged Mailing was disqualified from being elected because he was interested in a contract between Will and the council at the time. Webb says Section 3 of the Act provides that a councillor is automatically disqualified from office if they are concerned or interested in contracts with their council and total payments made, or to be made, by or on behalf of the council exceed $25,000 in any financial year. Mackenzie told us that in the year of CR Mailing's election, the council had no contracts with Waimea Irrigators Limited under which the council paid more than $25,000 in total, although it had provided the company with a grant of $81,866, Webb says. The council and the company had also jointly funded some work in relation to the dam project. "We do not consider the grant of the joint funding to be contracts covered by the Act," Webb says. Mackenzie, who released the letter on Tuesday, said the $81,866 grant was money from a former levy paid by water users on the Waimea Plains. In the letter, Webb says the participation rule in Section 6 of the Act prohibits councillors from participating in discussion or voting on any matter before the council in which they have a direct or indirect pecuniary interest, other than an interest in common with the public. Correspondents alleged Mailing had breached that section by discussing and voting on dam project matters at council meetings on November 10, 2016 and June 14. At the behind-closed-doors meeting in November 2016, Mailing seconded and voted for a motion that the council agree in principle to underwrite a loan from Crown Irrigation Investments Limited to Will of up to $5 million. Webb says that decision was preliminary, as was a decision on June 14 that allowed negotiations with Will to continue with increased council funding and credit support for the proposed Crown irrigation loan. The council could not make the decision to underwrite the loan or a final decision on its funding for the project without consulting the community, she says. Webb also refers to non-financial conflicts of interest, for which the Auditor General did not have a specific role. However, we did ask CR Mailing whether he had considered whether he had a non-financial conflict of interest in decisions about the Waimea Community Dam project, Webb says. He told us that he had considered the issue but believed that he was not predetermined in relation